Titanic was a new breed of luxury liner.
Titanic left port in Southampton, England.
Among her passengers were many of the wealthy and influential. The band played the gayest tunes and American ragtime dances. The time was 11:40.
The iceberg grazed the right side of the ship.
And all of a sudden she lifted up quickly. Everything that was movable was going through her.
I didn't think it was serious because I didn't think it was possible a big ship like that could sink.
Here are 50 points related to the mystery of the Titanic. 1. The RMS Titanic was a British passenger liner that famously sank on its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York City in 1912. 2. The ship struck an iceberg on April 14, 1912, and sank in the early morning hours of April 15, resulting in the deaths of over 1,500 passengers and crew members. 3. One of the enduring mysteries surrounding the Titanic is the exact sequence of events leading up to its sinking. 4. The Titanic was believed to be unsinkable due to its advanced design and safety features. 5. The ship's captain, Edward Smith, made several critical decisions that have been scrutinized in relation to the disaster. 6. The Titanic had received multiple iceberg warnings throughout the day of the collision but continued to maintain a high speed. 7. The Titanic's crew had limited visibility due to the absence of binoculars in the crow's nest, which could have helped them spot the iceberg earlier. 8. The ship's watertight compartments were not completely sealed at the top, allowing water to overflow from one compartment to another. 9. The Titanic had fewer lifeboats than necessary to accommodate all the passengers and crew, resulting in many people being left without a means of escape. 10. The inadequate number of lifeboats led to changes in maritime regulations to ensure that future ships would carry enough lifeboats for everyone on board. 11. The sinking of the Titanic led to significant improvements in maritime safety, such as the establishment of the International Ice Patrol to monitor iceberg danger in the North Atlantic. 12. The exact location of the Titanic's wreck remained unknown for over 70 years until it was discovered by an American-French expedition in 1985. 13. The Titanic lies approximately 12,500 feet, 3,800 meters, below the surface of the North Atlantic Ocean. 14. The ship's wreckage is spread across a large area due to the breakup of the hull during the sinking. 15. The sinking of the Titanic inspired numerous books, documentaries, and films, including the famous 1997 movie Titanic directed by James Cameron. 16. There have been several theories proposed to explain the sinking, including structural weaknesses in the ship, poor quality rivets, and a fire in the coal bunker. 17. One popular theory suggests that the Titanic's hull was made more brittle due to the presence of high sulfur content in the steel used during its construction. 18. Another theory proposes that a mirage known as a superior mirage may have distorted the appearance of the iceberg, making it difficult to spot in time. 19. The sinking of the Titanic sparked a global outcry and prompted changes in maritime regulations regarding safety equipment, radio communication, and iceberg detection. 20. The disaster led to the establishment of the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, SOLAS, which sets minimum safety standards for ships. 21. Survivors of the Titanic reported hearing distress signals from nearby ships but were unable to make contact due to communication issues. 22. The wireless telegraph operator on board the Titanic, Jack Phillips, is widely regarded as a hero for his efforts to send distress signals until the last moments. 23. The Titanic had only been equipped with a Marconi wireless telegraph system for a short period before its sinking, and there were no clear protocols for distress signals. 24. The ship Californian was in close proximity to the Titanic during the sinking but did not respond to its distress signals. This has sparked controversy and speculation. 25. The sinking of the Titanic prompted the United States to establish the Radio Act of 1912, which mandated 24-hour radio watch on all vessels. 26. The first survivor of the Titanic disaster to be picked up by the rescue ship Carpathia was a 19-year-old steward named Harold Bride. 27. The Titanic's wreckage was declared a protected site under the UNESCO Convention on the Protection of the Underwater Cultural Heritage in 2003. 28. Numerous expeditions have been conducted to the Titanic wreck site, leading to the recovery of artifacts and the mapping of the debris field. 29. The Titanic's grand staircase, a luxurious feature of the ship, has been a focal point for many explorations, and has been extensively photographed. 30. In recent years, there have been concerns about the deterioration of the Titanic wreck due to corrosion and microbial activity. 31. The ship's band, known as the Titanic Orchestra, continued to play music as the ship was sinking, providing comfort to passengers during the disaster. 32. The Titanic had a total of 2,224 people on board, including passengers and crew, at the time of the sinking. 33. The first official inquiry into the Titanic disaster was led by the British Wreck Commissioner, Lord Mersey, in 1912 to 1913-34. The Titanic's sinking had a profound impact on maritime laws, leading to improved safety regulations, mandatory lifeboat drills, and better communication systems. 35. The wreck of the Titanic was discovered by Robert Ballard and his team in 1985 using remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, and sonar technology. 36. The Titanic had been divided into 3 sections for construction purposes, labeled as the bow, the stern, and the superstructure. 37. The bow section of the Titanic, which contains the ship's iconic bow and forward decks, lies separate from the rest of the wreck. 38. The stern section of the Titanic is located approximately 2,000 feet, 610 meters, from the bow and is believed to have landed on the ocean floor upside down. 39. The Titanic's sinking led to changes in maritime regulations regarding lifeboat capacity, iceberg detection, and mandatory 24-hour radio communication on passenger ships. 40. The sinking of the Titanic is often seen as a symbol of human arrogance, and the dangers of overconfidence in technology. 41. Many artifacts from the Titanic, including personal belongings of passengers and crew, have